The investigators behind the Casey Anthony case just wrapped up a news conference. They spoke out after an overwhelming demand for some answers. Our Serena Fazan monitored the whole thing, and she joins us now. Serena, they spoke for, over an hour?
Yes, they sure did, Linda, because there were so many questions. Even before it got started, though, the sheriff of Orange County stressed this was the first, only, and last time the investigators will talk specifically about this case. And about that case against Casey Anthony, they believe it was solid.
These are the 7 investigators that poured their hearts and hours of their time into the Casey Anthony case. For the first time, they were allowed to share their stories. There were many revelations, including from the lead investigator, Yuri Melich, who led Anthony's interrogation, when her attorney claimed Kaylee drowned in the family pool.
But let's just suffice it to say that she never said it was an accident. That would have been her opportunity to say so had it been. Even to this day, I'm still surprised that she just didn't come off it. She wouldn't tell us the truth, and that's all we were after was the truth. That day, this whole thing could have ended had we known the truth.
And while the forensic team took a beating in court, the defense called their work a work of fantasy. They defended their actions.
I don't care about what the defense says about the fantasy, forensic. This is a real forensic work. And we are proud as a forensic unit to develop and establish good custody of the evidence. And this is no fantasy. Everything was proved in court. Everything passed without problems.
And this panel feels strongly they came to the right decision. Little Kaylee was murdered.
We have to respect what a jury is brought to a courtroom to do. Whether we agree with it or disagree with it, I can tell you, obviously, I'm unhappy that it was a different verdict. I felt strongly in the case, and I still do.
It's why they had this picture up during the press conference. These investigators say they put their lives on hold for more than 3 years trying to pursue the truth. And while the jury gave their verdict, Anthony lied.
And there are times where I can tell myself was frustrated at the point that she just wasn't being honest or completely honest with us.
Now, Anthony was found guilty, of course, of lying to investigators, but those were misdemeanor charges. The sheriff in this case also said a substantial amount of taxpayer money went into following leads on this case, and many were based on what Anthony told them. They want some of that money back and are pursuing legal action. He also said while security will be provided for her when she is released from jail, it will end there, saying they are not, quote, her personal security, unless, of course, there is a credible threat. And one last note, we just learned minutes ago, Cindy Anthony will not face perjury charges, and that is coming from the state attorney's office.